Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Inside Out from CZT Mary Masi. This is a neat one. And oh my gosh, the amount of possibilities with variations. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, and this is an older one from 2011. All right, it is a grid pattern. So it's enough room. Okay, and yeah, I don't know. This one just kind of they all should be a surprise, but this one surprised me. As I'm saying, I'm like, well, that's silly. And we'll just do it. Okay. I am going to divide this, hopefully, in thirds-ish. Oh, hey, look at that. All right. It is much easier for my brain to subdivide and then divide and divide again, right? So then I would have 16 squares, and I didn't want to do that because that also makes it really small on this little bijou tile. So I always get tickled. It's like, oh, look it. It's pretty darn close. All right. So what's interesting about this one is Mary says, not taking the pen off of the paper. And so what we're going to do is, it's both an S shape and a C shape curve line. So we're going to start in this, and it doesn't matter which direction you start. I'm going to start with going in. And let me make this so that way you can see that. All right. Do it so you can see it, and so my hand can be comfortable. All right. So I'm going to start here. And at each intersection, I'm going to shift. So doing a C shape, but then we're going to the outside, get it, inside, get it. Clever, right? Now, as I'm doing this, I'm like, well, this is just like, it's similar to, well, when we get finished, you'll see. It's similar to bales, but doing bales in every other one. However, I don't think if I did bales, it would have, if I did it with that mindset where I was just doing C shapes, I don't think I'd have the results that I'm going to get. So following this pattern, and just doing a nice, big, long, continuous S after S after S shape. And now what we're going to do is we're going to mirror this. So this one's coming to the inside of this box. So this one will also go towards the inside of this box. So just mirroring them, right? Same thing. So in each grid line, opposite what you just did. And the last one. Like that. It's groovy. Now, in typical Zentangle fashion, turn your towel 90 degrees, rinse, and repeat. All right, so now here's how you know which way to go. So, and I like how Mary put this in on her step out, that you can think of it, one box is empty, one box is full, because that's what it's going to end up with. So this one, it's already got stuff in it, so that's going to be a full one. I say that because that's what my brain thinks, so I had to say it out loud. All right, so same idea. We're going to come in and out and in. That's another song, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, and then same thing, mirroring, just like I said, going opposite. And opposite again. And one last time. All right. So here's what I don't think that I would get. Because when you do the tangle bales, and if you've not, I'm pretty sure I have a video on it. It's one of the classic Zentangle original tangles. And it's basically this shape in each box. You do a little C shape, you know, we're doing C shape, and I would pick a side and do that on all of them, and then do it again. You know, turn, same thing, so on each side, so it would turn out like this. You're still going to see like rings. That's what's neat about it, is because you see the squares and then you see rings. I don't think I've ever gotten such nice orbs in doing bales, and I really think it's from thinking about it in one big stroke. I don't know. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. But it has a really, really neat look. All right. So, and that's it. That's all it is. And now it's up to you to how to decorate it. Do take a look at the For More Inspiration link in the description section. It's the second one down. I always do my own version and then link to the creator of the tangle. And make sure to scroll down. That'll take you to tangle patterns. And yeah, make sure to scroll down so you can see has a whole page of variation ideas for this. You know, you look all of these spaces, and you do what you want. It is so neat. And I really like what I did on my version of this step out, so I think I shall repeat it here. And that was, it's because it's like, okay, well, which do I want to do? Do I want to do the boxes or, the ones that are filled in? And I thought, well, I'm going to do these ones. And I'm just going to put in some nice, some nice lines in light, so that way when they end up a little wonky, it's okay. Now, you could do it if you want to, to make it more deliberate. Of course you can. I just find that, if I just kind of somewhat tickle the pen on the paper, and sometimes I don't finish. It just, some end up thicker than the others. That's all right, too. But it to me, when it's thin like that, then it's okay if they're like, if you look really close, because all that we're really doing here is we're just putting in a texture, if you will. All right, now what I've done is I've done a diagonal. Okay. None of these ones on this one. Okay, behave, pen. There we go. Okay. And then as I was doing it, I'm like, oh, I think I'll do it the other direction in these ones. And oh, won't that look neat? All right. And then I thought, well, there's that middle one. Oh, what to do. Actually, I didn't think that long about it. I just went, oh, yeah, look it. Okay, let's just, we'll do it both ways. In the center one, and won't that look neat? Kind of like the tangled cheesecloth in there. Cheesecloth is wiggly lines, which is really, it's a very neat tangle. If you've not tried it or looked it up, I mean, it's essentially this, but it's encouraged to have wiggly lines. I have a playlist called Jiggly Hand Friendly. So if you have jiggly hands and you want other ones, I started it not too long ago. I need to go back through my catalog of videos and put them in there, because sometimes I think about it later. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. That's probably why I have, I don't know, a whole bunch of playlists. Someday I'll get those cleaned up. I don't know that it really needs to be. Look at, I have that upside down. Has that been upside down the whole time? Somebody noticed, I'm sure. Put it in the comments if you noticed. You're like, oh, I really wish she'd turn that thing the right side around. Or maybe I flipped it while I was tangling. I don't know. Anyway, it's just super neat. Now, here's how I decided to shade this. And with as many variations there are shown from Mary, it'd be just as many different ways to shade. So I thought, let's emphasize, and let's see if I'm going to go this way. Are we wiggling in there? Okay. And I'm only doing half because I like to, at least when I'm thinking about it, have the tip of the pencil, on the line where I want it the darkest. And same thing with the Tortillion. So I was like, well, I'll just do half and half. And I'm actually bringing it in past the line a little bit because, oh my gosh, is that looking 3D? You know what? Maybe I won't do the other half. Hold the phone. I'm going to darken that up. It's kind of looking water droppy. That's why it's a good idea. Do things in steps. You might discover something. All right. Let's bring that in. One thing I found is trying to bring the graphite in past this, the grid line, because for instance, like this one, it could look like it's just colored in, like it's just filled in with the gray versus, oh no, I'm doing shading. So sometimes, especially if there's lines like that, I try to have it go a little bit past. Oh, I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know about you. I really like that. I think it looks neat. But darker is good. So let's go darker. Oh, I didn't even spread that one out. Okay. Could do it all the way around, but I'm really kind of liking this. And what did I do here? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I could go all the way around. I don't know. I'm spreading it out more and more though, right? Let's say I'm just edging it in to all the way around. I'm going in a lot further than I did. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. And just not have it come all the way. But there is something about having this nice dark edge. In there. This one doesn't have to be as dark. Sorry, I got sidetracked and in love with doing. It's like, forget about the tangle. Let's just play with the shading. Yes. You never know how you get inspired by a tangle. Okay. I like it. It's cool. And it's fun to sometimes just do things different. And so when you do it, that's why I like doing some of these things in stages. Oh, and I just can't resist, I think. We'll see. Sorry. It's so awesome. awesome. Okay, I get too excited. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, that looks kind of neat. All right. Well, if you enjoyed this, and I hope you did, please click on the like button. If you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber on the channel. So while you're clicking, you can click over there too. All right. I mentioned the description section for the step outs, but below those you will find my link tree, and on the link tree there are ways to connect with me. So I have a link to my website where you can follow my blog, see the classes that I do. There's a lot of other stuff that needs to be finished on there, but it is what it is at the moment. I do teach classes twice weekly, Tuesdays and Thursdays, my time, and I do 2 sessions on those days, 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Michigan time, that's Eastern time. And a lot of them are free. So Thursdays, free. We do the same content both sessions. It is just a ton of fun. And, hold on. And, sorry, some people come back, do both, because, it's just a lot of fun. You have to experience it. All right. And link to my Facebook page so you can follow me there. I post the classes there. There's a couple other links on the link tree, where you can follow me from where those are posted. And most importantly, if you'd like to hang out with a bunch of other Tangle addicts, we'd love to hang out with you. We have a private Facebook group, so it's the Tangle Addicts community group. And there are 4 questions to answer to gain entry. So just so you know that, I just like to make people aware. I do that for a number of reasons. It seems to keep out people that just want to cause trouble. So we don't like those people. So we have to filter them out. But it's a really amazing group of people. So come and join us there. Other links there. It's pretty self-explanatory. And so with that, this turned out so neat. Again, thank you so much for watching. And I wish you happy tangling.